Hey guys, and welcome back to the Simple Car Guy channel. Today I have something that is new to me and I'm very excited to check out how well it works. Just like with jump starters, at some point tire pumps were bulky and super slow. But now you can get a battery powered air pump that fits in your pocket. So let's open this up and see what comes in the box and then put it through a stress test, as I have about 6 tires that need some air. So obviously it comes in this nice little box. It's a smart air pump. Okay, that's the model number if you'd like to look it up. It's available on their website, so Airmoto website. Digital display, auto shut off, preset pressure, so that's kind of cool. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. It looks like it has an LED and it also works for bicycles and other devices as well. And like I said, fits in your pocket. It weighs about 392 grams, which is less than a pound. All right, those are the dimensions if you're interested, and the max output pressure. So 120 psi should be plenty for pretty much anything. All right, nothing on that side. So let's open it up and see what's inside. We have a little plastic cover here, remove that. And we have our manual. Manual is nice and short, but it gives you all the information that you would ever need. So here's a lot of the important stuff, how the buttons work, what button does what. So definitely important to kind of take a look before you start using it. Tells you to charge it up before using, turn it on, turn it off, and those are the presets for different scenes, or I guess different applications. How to connect it, which I'll show you anyway. How to stop the inflation and how it stops it automatically. Also important to not overuse it at the same time, so because it will get hot just like any other air pump. Okay, a little bit more information on here, and then the rest are just different languages. So a few pages, but very useful information. Now, what else do we have here in the box? Let's pull it out. Got the device itself. We're going to put that to the side for a second. Get rid of all this stuff. So you have a nice carrying pouch case type of thing. We also have a little bag of goodies. So we got the USB-C cable. You have an adapter for different types of wheels, I guess. Well, this one's for the balls, and that's probably for like a balloon and things like that. So you can do multiple things with this, obviously. All right, let's take a look at the device itself. Take off the film. Very nice. All right, so it feels kind of heavy in the hand, which is good. It doesn't feel like it's empty. So you're definitely getting, a product that's well built. Here at the top, we have the actual port for where your cable is going to go in. And to pop the cable out, you just press this button and it pushes out the cable right here. That comes out and you can just screw it in just like that. All right, so that all fits in one. You don't have to, carry a baggie if you don't want to. You can just carry this part. All right, let's turn this on. So we're gonna press the button and hold. Didn't hold it long enough. Press and hold. Now it's on. You have your battery status in here and your presets. So right now it's on the custom mode. If we press here at the bottom, it switches to car. So car is 35 psi. Press it one more time. Motorcycle 40 psi, bicycle 38 psi, and a basketball 8 psi. And of course you can change those presets. Actually, if you go back to this one, this is a custom one, so you can do whatever you want. You can do 100, 90, whatever you like. But you can also change the presets for your vehicle. So if your vehicle is 38, you can simply change that so it stays at 38. And then when you pump the tire, it will stop automatically. So let's take a quick look at the controls. You have plus and minus, so that's for adjusting the pressure, obviously. Then here at the bottom, you have different selection for different categories of inflation. And then if you press just once at the top, you're changing the units. So you go from kPa, bars, PSI, so whatever is used in your country or whatever you understand better. And then if you press and hold that button, the LED turns on. Okay? And to turn the unit on itself, you're just gonna press the power button once. And that's it, that turns on. Now let's go outside and start pumping some tires and talk about those pros and cons. All right, so I'm outside my BMW Z4 and this front tire has been having issues. I think it has a tiny puncture somewhere where it deflates over about a week's time or so. So let's check the pressure on this right now. Okay, so it's about 17. Obviously that's not good. It should be 36 on the front here. So let's get our Airmoto out and see how fast I can inflate it to the proper pressure. So I'm going to take out the little hose, screw that on, turn the unit on. Okay, it's on. Go to, so we're gonna stay at PSI and then change to automobile, 36 PSI. Screw this onto the nipple on the wheel. Okay, gonna put that just so I don't scratch it too much. And press power. There are a couple of things I wanted to mention while pumping this tire. What I failed to realize when I started this was that these only come pre-charged to about 60% and I should have charged it completely before first use. However, that also gave me a good indicator of how well it works even after sitting in your car for months at a time or if you forgot to charge it. I was able to inflate one tire from 16 to 36 psi and four other tires from 28 to 38 psi. At the end, I still had at least 30% battery left. Alright, so this is one of the best features of this device. It auto shuts off. Of course, this isn't gonna be the same as your big air compressor in your garage or something like that, but compared to one of these, it's amazing. I've used a couple of these before, different brands and stuff, and this would take 20 minutes to inflate a tire like this. This was much, much less. I don't know exactly how long, but I will look in the video and see how many minutes it took. I think it was about 6 or 7, maybe 7, 8 minutes. And honestly, from 14 and a half or 15 PSI to 36, that's pretty good. Now, of course, this is going to be warm. It's warm, it's not overly hot. So I would be comfortable to go ahead and inflate another tire. So let's go ahead and inflate 4 more tires that are not nearly as deflated, but should still be interesting to see. Also, I wanted to see how accurately it shows tire pressure, so let's check it with this one. That is exactly 36, maybe 36 and a half, but of course we can't say that this one's 100% accurate either, but pretty damn close. Love it. So obviously not everyone has issues with their tires deflating, but what if you live in one of the areas where the temperature changes, like Midwest, Northeast, anywhere basically in the country? If the temperature changes between seasons, you will need to inflate your tires. So right now it's getting up 20 degrees cooler than it used to be a couple of weeks ago. So now my tires have deflated all around the car to about 29 psi. Well, the actual pressure that it should be at is 38. So let's see how long it takes to go from 29 psi on this 19-inch tire to 38 psi, which is what it's supposed to be. To be clear, this pump isn't meant to pump tires all day long, as it did take about 7 minutes to air up the tire on the Z4. This is something you keep in the trunk of your car, just like you would a jump starter, and use in emergencies, or when the seasons change. On full charge, it will be able to inflate at least 4 tires, and you can even recharge it in your car while your engine is running. In conclusion, I like how small and powerful for its size this unit is. I also appreciate that it isn't too loud and can be trusted to inflate my tires to the correct pressure with just one press of a button. On the negative side, this unit does cost a lot more than the cheaper one from AutoZone, but of course this is battery powered and much smaller in size. With that said, I'll be keeping one of these in the car alongside of my jump starter. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them or do some additional tests. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.